Hey, I know you're busy, but can you add me to your to-do list?
Don't tempt me.
Based.
Are you unironically racist? Based.
Based.
Do your coworkers call you racist? Based.
Based.
Do you say these things to drive degenerates and axe wound recipients into self-immolation? Based.
Based.
Seethe.
Seethe.
What's it like to have the mass report and ban your accounts? Seethe.
Seethe.
Does it make you want to take things in your own hands? Seethe.
Seethe.
Why don't you make them pay? Fed.
Fed.
What's it like having federal agents contact you on Telegram posing as your future doomer trad wife? Fed.
Fed.
If you act on your hate, we can get a hotel. Fed.
Fed.
Do you reply with a picture of an autistic-looking frog? Based.
Based.
Within hate. Based.
Within hate. Based.
Why don't you say that 3 times? Within hate. Based.
Within hate. Based. Within hate. Based. Within hate. Based.
This shit ain't nothing to me, you stupid piece of shit. Step the wrong way and you will perish. That pussy feel like Biscoff butter. You think I care about this shit? Ask me if I care about this shit, cause I don't give a shit. If I had $1 for every time they said I gave a shit, I'd be broke, cause I don't give a shit. My bitch looked like David Hasselhoff. I bawled so hard they thought I was a fucking nutsack. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. I'll kill you, you stupid piece of shit.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for stopping by. It means everything to us. It means everything to us. Right, Oscar? In case you're wondering why Oscar is here, it's because, well, he's surgically attached to my body, and 2, for the likes, you know. Because people love dogs. I mean, there's people out there who like dogs more than people. I'm one of them. So, if you're a dog person, like the video. You know, you don't have to like me. Don't like the video for me. Like it for Oscar. Because how can you not look at this? Look at this little weird. Look how weird and ugly and strange this desert-dwelling creature is. Do you see? Okay, fine. If I'm being honest, I brought him on to distract you from how bad I am at reporting the news. Obviously. It's like, why do magicians have like super sexy, scandalously dressed assistants? Because they want you to look at their tits instead of, you know, catching on to what's actually happening. There's nothing out there for you. Anyways, today's video is going to be a bit out of character. We're doing things a bit differently today. We're going to talk about a lot of things. Usually I just want to talk about one thing, but I just can't do it because I have crippling ADHD. And not like the Gen Z, oh, I need my Adderall so I can jerk off for 12 hours. Ugh. No, I'm not talking about that kind of ADHD. I'm talking about the real shit, the old school ADHD. It just doesn't let me. My brain just, you don't want to know how my brain works. Ain't that right? He knows. See how he's looking at me right now? Because he knows. I'm batshit crazy. God damn it. The central AC turned on and I can't turn it off. And there's a dog barking. So ignore, sorry. It's so unprofessional. Look, today's video started off with one topic. And then I just kept skimming through the news, and I was like, "Whoa, let's consume more propaganda, shall we? Let's see what's happening." And I just found more things I wanted to talk about. Then I was like, "Oh, let's make a video about this." And I was like, "Maybe I'll make 2 videos. Maybe I'll make 3. Maybe I'll just make one long one and chop it up into like 4." No, this is going to be a long one. Yeah, we're going to cover 7 headlines, give or take. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. By the way, I do this for free. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, this channel is pro bono. I'm doing it for the good of mankind. I'm doing it Because who the fuck else is going to do it? Someone's got to do this. And of course, I'm the one who's going to be punished for it, who is being punished for it, who's being made an example of. Yeah. You step out of line, you're going to see DarthNews. You see that? You see his 2 channels, over 1 billion views. Not one penny from those 1 billion views. Not one. You know, I kind of feel like I'm beating my head over a fucking brick wall. You know, you ever feel like you're doing that? Or I'm banging your head on a brick wall, and that brick wall is the barrier between me and being monetized. It's called demonetized. The demonetized, the wall of shame. Fuck that. Fuck that. No. You're not going anywhere. You don't get to leave me ever. As I was saying, I've come to appreciate my demonetization status. Even though I'm trying to get monetized on my 2nd channel, so go over there. But at least I'm still allowed to create content for now. So I'm going to wear that demonetization badge like a badge of honor, not a badge of shame. Anyways, so first story. The LGBTQZ, RXWYZ, what's the alphabet? I gotta go back to school. Anyways, so the gays stormed the Capitol. What? Darth, the gays? Weren't they saying lock up the January 6th protesters and, you know, they're insurrectionists and all this? Didn't the news? Didn't people, like, go to jail for 20 years or some shit? Pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure. But the gays, they can do what they want. Because they're, special. They're very special in the eyes of retarded people. This group of protesters, of LGBTQ protesters, stormed the Capitol, went straight to the Speaker of the House's office, which used to be Nancy Pelosi's office. Sound familiar? And they protested in Kevin McCarthy's office. Now, yeah, they were arrested. Well, they were escorted off the premises. I need to follow up on the story and see if they actually are going to go straight to the gulags, if they're going to join the other January 6th prisoners. But I doubt it. Doubt it. I mean, if they get 20 years in prison, then you know what? Fine. Everything's fair. We truly are an equal people. But it's not equal. Nothing about this is going to be equal. Promise you that. So let's go ahead and watch these 2 clips. Let's do it. Applejack. Hit it.
Some simple tips that can help you in this situation are things like this. Leave a trail of meat into a box. Once the dog's in the box, beat it with a pole.
Pass Pepper now, McCarthy! Pass Pepper now, McCarthy! Pass Pepper now, McCarthy!
We've all wondered what gasoline tastes like. Don't drink it.
Pass Pepper now, McCarthy! Pass Pepper now, McCarthy! Pass Pepper now, McCarthy! Pass Pepper now, McCarthy!
Oh my God, you guys are so gay!
Now, McCarthy! Pass Pepper now, McCarthy! Pass Pepper now!
Kamala Harris truly is the gift that keeps on giving. And I mean that in the worst way possible. It's all fun and games until they become the vice president of the United States and could very well become the president. Then it's serious shit. So I think we're in serious territory here. But the vice president of the United States of America, of the free world, just had the fucking audacity to compare Pearl Harbor and 9/11 to January 6th. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Rookie Bobby.
And I'm Cal Naughton Jr.
We like to have a lot of laughs on the racetrack, but today we want to talk about something serious.
Not only a place on our calendars, but a place in our collective memory. December 7th, 1941. September 11th, 2001. and January 6th, 2021.
You sure about that?
Now, remember like 2 minutes ago when I said Kamala Harris is the gift that just keeps on giving? Well, I meant it. She gave us another gem. She attended the black hip-hop fucking whatever. I don't even know what it was, but it was weird. It was like a hip-hop event, and she's like, oh, hip-hop is the foundation of everything ever. Let's watch this edit.
Y'all can't fuck with me.
Things are gonna get a little, let's say, dangerous.
Hip-hop now shapes nearly every aspect of America's popular culture.
No, that's not correct. Where'd you hear that?
Body tight like a nun, kinda hundred top with my thumb. I don't care where you from, better beat this like a drum. Don't be talking like you know me.
And it reflects the incredible diversity and ingenuity of the American people.
Yes. This bitch already and she ready. Ooh, she tryna fuck. He think he handsome, Mr. Ransom. We done line him up. She got some bun, touch your thumb. Ooh, I'm tryna come. I'm in the strippy with a blicky and a lot of rum.
I put it on the floor. Now I'm about to put it on the floor again. Remix this Friday. Rip her out the plastic. She been acting brand new.
It combines rhythms from the continent of Africa, from the Caribbean, from Latin America.
I know how to make them so sick. Go out, don't post no pics. Back when I used to do portraits, I been had him pissed off, no shit. When text me, the message be blue than green. This a king bad bitch, but the shoes McQueen.
With the sounds of soul and gospel and R&B and funk.
Pour me, I'm close by even though it's hard to reach me. My arm is breachy, this bra is CC.
To create something entirely new. And to be clear, hip-hop culture is America's culture. It is a genre. It is music and melody and rhyme.
Drink just to reminisce. Snakes be in the field, but what was that? I thought I heard a hiss. All my brodies popping pills. Fuck it, I'm gonna pop it.
And hip-hop is also an ethos of strength and self-determination, of ambition,
so they all beneath me,
aspiration, of pride, power, and purpose.
Who's is it when I ride the yeah? I'ma spell my name.
Hip-hop is a declaration of identity.
Oh, so you're gay then, and you love me.
This video makes me want to throw up in my mouth.
Man, what the?
I'm not gay, sir! Do you have a girlfriend, Swafford? Sir, yes, sir! Yes, again, motherfucker. Jody's banging her right now.
I'm close by even though it's hard to...
Turn off the music! Turn off the music!
Maybe they don't like the music.
Hang your coat for this wet ass pussy. He bought a phone just for pictures of this wet ass pussy.
Turn off the music!
Pay my tuition just to kiss me on this wet ass pussy. Now,
And my man, thank you to my man.
Pledge before my heavenly Father that I will resist them every way I can. These people are the literal demon spawn of the pit of hell.
And my man, thank you to my man. And my man.
And it reflects the incredible diversity and ingenuity of the American people.
Yes. I need a deep stroke, I need a Henny drink, I need a weed smoke, not a garden snake, I need a king cobra with a hook in it.
It combines rhythms from the continent of Africa.
From his credit, he got a beard, well I'm trying to wet it. I let him taste it, now he diabetic. I don't wanna spit, I wanna go, I wanna gag, I wanna choke. I want you to touch that little dangly thing that's swinging the back of my throat.
The music's still on? Yeah. Well, turn it off. It's probably driving them nuts.
And my dad.
You think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created?
Thank you to my dad.
Put this pussy right in your face, swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top, I wanna ride, I do a...
It's probably driving them nuts. Okay, how? There's a kill switch right behind the...
Park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. Make it cream, make me scream.
If you're a content creator, you need to start using our...
It says I love who I am.
I don't give a shit.
I represent where I come from.
On my beans, wearing these jeans, roll tide, go roses.
And I know where I'm...
And on to our next topic. You guys might remember a person, if you could call him that. He's hardly a human. But there was a man a long time ago named George Bush. And good old George wasn't exactly known for his articulation. He didn't articulate words. Sometimes he don't talk no good. That's what I'm saying. He wasn't known for being a statesman. He was kind of like a alcoholic who loved cocaine. But anyways, because he didn't speak too good, sometimes he would slip up. He would say things off script, or he was reading the wrong script. This was like the secret script for his eyes only, but he was too drunk and mixed up the scripts, and he ended up reading the quiet part out loud. So this video clip resurfaced recently. The internet scrubbed it, and of course, 4chan users kept getting it back up. So this video is here to stay. And if you haven't seen it, well, pay attention. Applejack. Ow. Yeah, I pulled my neck sucking dick. Just hit it.
Pause to mark the 5th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. The information that the Central Intelligence Agency has obtained by questioning men like Khalid Sheikh Mohammed has provided valuable information and has helped disrupt terrorist plots, including strikes within the United States. For example, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed described the design of planned attacks on buildings inside the U.S. and how operatives were directed to carry them out. That is valuable information for those of us who have the responsibility to protect the American people. He told us the operatives had been instructed to ensure that the explosives went off at a point that was high enough to prevent people trapped above from escaping. He told us the operatives had been instructed to ensure that the explosives went off at a point that was high enough to prevent people trapped above from escaping.
To prevent people trapped above from escaping.
The explosives.
Now, if that video didn't make aluminum grow out of your head and form a tinfoil hat, then I don't know what will. But this next one probably will. Actually, you're in for a treat. If the mainstream, right? Go. Let's see what...
Nice, nice. Man, everyone really does look great tonight. Jeremy, I saw you on the red carpet. Looks like you lost those last few pounds. Angela, looks like you picked up that bit of weight Jeremy dropped. Could have been a carrot in that dress, but I guess you brought pumpkins back in season tonight. Good thing there's no fairy godmother around. You'll be carting Cinderella off to the ball. Oh, what's this? Elijah taking the stage. Elijah Lewis just slapped the heck out of me.
Don't you ever talk about my wife that way.
Relax, my friend. It was just a joke. I'm a comedian, Elijah. You know how it is. No disrespect, Angela. You're gorgeous.
I said keep my wife's name out your mouth, boy.
Honey, calm down. On live TV.
Wow. This may be the greatest night in television. Am I right, folks?
Does anyone want to tell me how in 1927 Universal Studios came up with this picture of the world? When the first picture of the world wasn't available until the 1960s through NASA? Almost 40 years later? How did Universal Studios know that this is what the world looked like? Especially from space, when we hadn't been to space yet. Does anyone know? Anyone want to guess?
Well, hey guys, it looks like India made it to the moon, the first third world country. There it is, separating from its mothership, and it's floating. And then once it finds its destination, they got the precise angles, and then the propulsions bring it down.
And then they have a camera waiting for once it hits so you can see it. It's pretty amazing. And then there it comes down on the propulsions and boom! History, guys. India made it to the moon. This looks so authentic, doesn't it?
What's our next destination in space?
The next ultimate destination is Mars.
The next one.
Congressman, the next destination, as I said before, is the International Space Station. And we've got to do that
not
four
be
more times.
trite then. What is the one after that?
It's Mars.
So there's nothing in between as far as you're concerned.
But there are intermediate stops
What are
on the
they?
way there.
What's the next one?
The moon is a destination. Lagrange points are destinations.
Which one is next?
You mean where do we go immediately next? Is that the question?
That's what next means.
Congressman, we are in the process of developing a program. I will have to be able to give you the details, and I will come back and make it for the record in the coming months.
So why are we even talking about how to get to the next destination? We don't even know what that is.
Congressman, we do know what it is. We know what it is.
What is it?
Congressman, we can go back and forth forever.
We seem to have to here. I'm looking for an answer.
Okay. The next destination in the Constellation program was the moon.
浪是白色的是云还是浪？哦，这里是王亚平建议他们来一个最美后拍，对，还有合影哈。
谁的影子在翻板上呢？
谁的影子在翻板上？这应该是谁的影子？
顺着脚底下往下一看，我的天，这家伙太深了，老远了，这生见比啊！我这可以抓住我，再一松手人就没了。一看这个飞船也是悬空的，一看地球也在天上悬着，无依无靠啊！看着地球真不安全，怕地球真飘跑。
哇，这景象太美丽了！我们现在看到地球上，你都分不清是云还是浪。哦，这里是王亚平建议他们来一个最美后拍。
哦，这个图像太棒了，
我觉得这可以当做一个大片了啊。
天河报告，全景摄像机 A 工作正常，完毕。全景摄像机 A 工作正常，天河比赛。
神舟13号，本次出舱活动舱外操作已全部完成，为你们的密切配合和完美表现点赞。谢谢主播，谢谢大家。
About 10 days after 9/11, I went through the Pentagon, and one of the generals called me and he said, "Sir, you got to come in. You got to come in and talk to me a sec. We've made the decision. We're going to war with Iraq." I said, "We're going to war with Iraq? Why?" He said, "I don't know." He said, "I guess they don't know what else to do." He said, "I guess it's like we don't know what to do about terrorists, but we've got a good military and we can take down governments." So I came back to see him a few weeks later, and by that time we were bombing in Afghanistan. I said, "Are we still going to war with Iraq?" And he said, "Oh, it's worse than that." He said, he reached over on his desk, he picked up a piece of paper, he said, I just got this down from upstairs, meaning the Secretary of Defense's office today, and he said, "This is a memo that describes how we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years, starting with Iraq and then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and finishing off Iran."
It's like insane. How do they not talk about that every day?
95% of all telephone and data is transferred over submarine cables. Not satellite. Not satellite.
Phone calls, banking, web surfing, email, streaming video, and other communication.
Heavy case?
And it all began 150 years ago.
We have here samples of the early cables from the 1850s.
Some of the items have not been on display in more than a century.
With this cable now, it was what, minutes?
Yeah, that's right.
It sounds like this was the original information age.
That's right.
If you've ever phoned or emailed someone on another continent, you can dial up some gratitude for something that happened a century and a half ago.
It's been 150 years since the first transatlantic cable began ushering in global communications. And now tech giants are taking that undersea revolution a big step further.
This is how worldwide communication begins.
Not satellite. Not satellite.
Guys, so I literally had to stop what I was doing. I was sitting here watching this YouTube video of an official NASA rocket shuttle launch because I decided it's time to stop listening to flat earthers. Let me go directly to the source, official NASA rocket launch footage, and there it is, clear as day, curvature, as you can see. I literally paused it where I was, had to come and record this So again, guys, here it is. Official NASA launch footage shows a curved Earth. Watch. Curved. What the? Why the fuck is it flat? What the fuck? Come on. It's fucking concave all of a sudden. What the? Hold up. This is horseshit. This is official NASA rocket launch footage. It's curved. There's your proof. But like, oh. Fuck.
Did you notice any curvature while we were up there?
No.
No? What'd you see while we were up there?
Just the blue sky, white clouds.
Yeah, is it flat or?
Pretty flat.
Pretty flat?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Reality fell as the ISS astronaut on the left grabs nothing from the other astronaut and sets nothing down. I love the guy in the background that is zooming around here on a harness back and forth. This wasn't a good day for NASA. And I think I just caught a new mistake. Maybe someone else has already pointed it out. But do you remember this disappearing astronaut? It's a continual shot. And so the naysayers can't claim that it's just splicing two clips together. But here's a similar one, just not as obvious. Do you see how his foot becomes see-through?
In 1993, the FAA started warning pilots to stay away from a certain section of airspace over Alaska. The U.S. government was experimenting with a new breed of high-altitude electronic technology that was significantly altering the Alaskan airspace. The experiments continue to this day, and critics are warning that this project could have global effects that will destroy our planet. In Alaska, the rugged, pristine wilderness is timeless, most of it remaining just as it has for thousands of years. In the midst of all this natural beauty, just outside the small town of Gakona, stands an enormous and seemingly harmless antenna farm. It is a $100 million Air Force project known as HARP, and critics of the soon-to-be completed facility charge it just may turn out to be the ultimate doomsday machine.
It's got all the marks of Dr. Strangelove on it.
HARP is an acronym for High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program. According to program manager John Hesher, HARP is a research facility designed to study the ionosphere.
All the military have communications, surveillance, navigation systems whose paths either traverse the ionosphere or reflect from it. And so we need to be very careful about what we know about it and how we study it. What we're interested in is what is the effect of a large input of energy on the ionosphere.
The ionosphere is the outermost layer of the Earth's atmosphere. It is part of an electromagnetic field that keeps out harmful solar and cosmic radiation. One visible effect of the sun's rays hitting the ionosphere is the aurora borealis, known as the northern lights. The ionosphere also plays a vital role in worldwide radio communication.
The first transmission of radio waves across the ocean were quite a surprise when it was first done. People thought there'd be no chance to transmit the signals across the ocean by wireless. And in fact, what the ionosphere does is act like a mirror. And so you transmit a signal and it bounces off the ionosphere, then it bounces off the Earth.
When HARP is fully operational, it will transmit extremely powerful blasts of high-frequency radio waves directly up into the atmosphere. superheating the electrons that make up the ionosphere. This will cause them to disperse, effectively punching a hole.
This is a secret I've been keeping for almost half a century.
Scariest. It didn't happen. It could have been scary.
1, 0. I can remember, and I'm sure you can too, David, when we were kids, that one way of separating the nuts from the normal people was to ask a person, do you think a man will ever be on the moon? And if he said yes, you chalked him up as a nut. Right. And if he said no, you said, well, that fellow's all right.
15 seconds.
Why has nobody been to the moon in such a long time?
You see my face? No. This is a secret I've been keeping for almost half a century.
Because we didn't go there and... And that's the way it happened. And
Big factor with respect to space and space exploration. At some point, we're going to look back and say, how did we do it without space? President will serve as the...
if it didn't happen, it's nice to know why it didn't happen.
In 1969, Neil Armstrong and I pulled off humanity's first extraterrestrial prank.
That's all right. I do that all the time. I do that all the time.
It didn't happen. It could have been scary.
About this, because this is fascinating. I remember very clearly, I think anybody who was alive at the time does, I remember my parents waking me up and we went down and we watched you guys land on the moon,
No, you didn't.
What?
Because there wasn't any television. There wasn't anybody taking a picture. You watched animation.
I have very hazy memories.
I know.
Roger, Eagle, turn dark. Roger, how does it look? The Eagle has wings. Roger. Looking good. Roger, Neil.
Well, no, what we saw was we all were gathered around the old curved top radio. You've written a book. This is a novel.
That's right.
And it's called The Return. And it's based on some of your experiences?
No, it's based on what I think should happen.
Now I find out that that's a bunch of baloney.
Captain, someone wants to say hi, is that okay? Oh. Do you adjust for curvature when you get up to a certain altitude?
Well, yeah, when you see the sun coming up on the horizon, I don't know if you will.
But the plane stays at an even pitch throughout the whole flight?
Yeah.
So, I mean, not too much curvature to account for.
No.
More flat than anything.
Nope, you close your eyes, you won't have a clue.
True. More flat than anything?
What was that?
It's more flat than anything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, guys. Yeah. I appreciate it.
New World Order is only to bring in, to turn eventually the keys of the earth to Lucifer. That's the end goal. So there's like what they consider 7 stages of hell. So they have to bring in 7 stages of hell because each stage has to include suffering and death, agony of people, because they utilize that energy because they're calling on demonic energy. So they need all that pain and anger and death and suffering. So that started with the pandemic. And then, you know, the next stage is like, I don't know what they're going to do with the war, but that's kind of part of it. So each stage for them to accomplish the 7 stages has to be full of this suffering and despair. So that's what they're doing.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
Who has
2 equals 6. And let me tell you why equals 6. Because look at this. There are 2 2's. So therefore, there is an additional 2 that no one talks about because the government...
Well, of course, if you want to wait and see if a side effect shows up, that takes 2 years. So
Sailor thinks that he's traveling around the Earth this way, when in effect he's traveling around the Earth this way.
They began flying it around the world from Abu Dhabi last year, with stops in India and China, then across the vast Pacific.
Does running around your neighborhood prove that the neighborhood is round?
I was an airline pilot for Delta for 26 years. A pilot's primary flight instrument is his artificial horizon, which he has to be maintained level to keep from climbing and descending. From a cockpit, weather permitting, I could see hundreds of miles in all directions, viewing cities connected by roads across the flat plain as far as the eye could see, across the flat plain as far as the eye could see.
So here's the video I took. As you can see, the sun is about to start rising and it's not even past the horizon. You can see the horizon in the background and the sun is going to start rising through that thick layer of clouds right there. Now, if the sun is 93 million miles away, it would be rising at the horizon, not in the middle of the clouds right there. So I was at about 34,000 feet when I was recording this with my P900, and I don't see how that is possible if the sun is 93 million miles away. So once again, this is where I was, heading from Atlanta to Toronto, looking east at the sunrise, and this is me wondering if anybody else in the plane saw what I just did.
Every picture of the Earth is CGI. This was the owner of NASA, Werner von Braun, and on his grave he has Psalms 19:1, which is a Bible verse. The Bible verse is, "The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork." Why would the owner of NASA have this on his grave? Alongside of that, NASA in Hebrew means to deceive, beguiled. On top of that, look at what happens when I type in flat earth backwards into Google. NASA is the first one that comes up. Everything in this creation has a torus field, which is an electromagnetic field. At the center of this electromagnetic field, between the two poles, you have the plane of inertia, which is the heart chakra. The plane of inertia is the 0 point between the two poles. This is why we have duality here. Everything's torus fields. Atoms are torus fields. The Earth is a giant torus field. This is why the Earth is green, nature is green, and the sky is blue, because blue comes after the green chakra. This is why all compasses point to the North Pole, because it's the center of the torus field. This is where the most electromagnetic energy is stored within the field. Earth can be rearranged to spell heart, because we live on the plane of inertia, the center of the torus field, the green chakra.
Look at that. Looks like the end of the world. What is that?
Oh, shit. You know what, bitch? You better live your life. Oh, when reality kicks in for real.
Now, folks, look at this map. According to your
your social studies teacher. What is the equator?
Right
An
down
imaginary
there.
line where?
Yeah.
Around the center of the Earth. Then if this map is correct, then the equator must be here, and Chicago has a tropical climate. Now, folks, this is the map that we use in the schools. Look where the United States is, in the middle of the world, right? Now, here's the USSR, which is no more, of course, Mongolia, China, Africa, India, Pakistan, Afghanistan. Now, look over here. USSR, Mongolia, China, India, Pakistan, Afghanistan. Two Indias here. We have 2 Indias. Did you know that? Now, people, this is a flat-out lie. Look at the size of Greenland and the size of South America. According to your social studies teachers, what were continents? Largest land masses on the face of the Earth, right? Now, do you know the continents? Africa, Asia, Australia, Antarctica, Europe, North America, and South America. Did I say Greenland? Well, Greenland isn't a continent, but it's a huge landmass according to this map, right? The map is a flat-out lie, people. If you read the legend on the map, here it says, in fact, South America is actually 9 times larger than Greenland. Now, look at this map. The equator on this map is down here. All the white countries are larger than they should be, and all the countries of people of color are smaller than they should be.
Thunderhead balloon systems are stratospheric platforms that can be rapidly deployed to areas of interest from a wide variety of locations. Utilizing Raven Aerostar's mission planning tools, a flight path is determined to optimize point-to-point navigation. Navigation is achieved by leveraging directional wind patterns in the stratosphere at altitudes 65,000 feet and above. After arriving at an area of interest, Thunderhead balloon systems offer network persistence for up to months at a time. Filling a significant capability gap, Thunderhead balloon systems allow for rapid integration of diverse payloads and sensors, serving a wide range of missions. A military outpost stands with a mission to provide intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance over denied airspace. Raven Aerostar's Thunderhead balloon systems provide a cost-effective and low-risk platform for ISR capabilities at altitudes above traditional air threats. The local commander deploys several Thunderhead balloon systems from the @Ready constellation, carrying sophisticated ISR sensors to the denied airspace. With navigational and duration capabilities of up to months at a time, the Thunderhead balloon systems provide a powerful, persistent surveillance platform. At stratospheric altitudes, these lighter-than-air platforms can navigate and hover over areas of interest at altitudes unattainable by traditional ISR platforms. Upon receiving information regarding a possible threat, intelligence analysts navigate a Thunderhead balloon system over the area of interest to collect more information. The sensor payload carried by the Thunderhead balloon system quickly detects and classifies the threat. Utilizing real-time communications, the threat parameters are relayed back to the intelligence analyst on the ground. With Thunderstorm, Raven Aerostar's common operating system, balloon performance and sensor intelligence is integrated into existing networks and computer systems for mission coverage.
Right? Of course it's flat. Sure, I know the world is flat.
Well, so do I. Everybody knows that.
Good, then you're on our side. We're gonna take over the boat, throw Columbus in chains, and head for home.
Good idea.
You ought to be in picture.
Not the best? Let's say the other one to Fred. I think that's awfully good. That one and the one before it was pretty good.
We have about 15 seconds.
Oh yeah, you got a lot of time. Yeah.
I claim this land in the name of...
What do you got now? Now move. Ready? And action. Got it, Jim? Very good. Quit that. Turn 4. He needs to go past this mark.
Once more, please.
Otherwise, he'll train. Let me walk it. I don't want back in the middle of it. Here's what we really need is for him to go to his left and then kind of veer back. Is that right?
No lights on the car. No lights. Go on for right away.
Headlight.
Exactly right, and it has to be. We have to be high enough so that we've got you against blue sky and not against Earth as you're coming in. You're coming in a descending approach as you get in.
Over. We can rehearse it. So go back and we'll rehearse it and see how it looks.
Okay. Ready? And action. Headlight.
Quiet.
Headlight on me.
Ready? And action. Ready and turn.
Use the second marker there.
Love you, yeah.
This is a hell of a time not to.
That's right.
We're in a little deep now,
right.
fella, let me tell you.
We're rolling.
Stand by, here we go.
Marker? Yeah. Right now, Jim, that was better.
Forget it. Wait a minute.
The third deep. Okay. Cut the third.
Absolutely incredible. Ready? And action.
Let's say it's another one to Fred. I think that's awfully good.
Did they use slapsticks on this one? Be a mic tap hit.
Hey.
Action.
Ready and action. What the feelings of the Apollo program are, and the symbol of mankind that we can live in peace and harmony in the future.
I didn't take them all the way into rather than even say anything about the, I like to keep this stuff at an absolute minimum.
Peter has...
Coming up down, I'll tell you what I'm off the ground.
Head slate. Go on ahead.
You landed in the field.
Okay, you can be the biplane coming overhead about 300 feet.
The third deep. Okay.
Tail slate coming up right now.
Right now, Jim, that was better.
Our rehearsal, guys.
All right, this is just rehearsal. Ready and action.
Altitude a little high.
I think it's been almost 10 years since you've been trying to do this. Pitch forward, get a really good view of the
You're
landing
looking
site.
great. Coming up 9 minutes. Roger, understand. Go for landing. 3,000 feet.
Peter has...
Coming up down, I'll tell you what I'm off the ground.
Peter has put a mark back there where he wants you to land.
What's it look like?
5.5 pounds.
But it's a tire and something.
Forward.
Is it a good spot? Good to know? Yeah, that is.
Yeah, command override off. Engine arm
We're
on.
home.
413 is in.
Man on the moon.
Okay.
Ready and Alex. I want you to stand right there.
is in his office now and would like to say a few words to you. Over.
That would be an honor.
Go ahead, Mr. President. This is Houston out.
Hello, Neil and Buzz. I'm talking to you by telephone from the Oval Room at the White House. And this certainly has to be the most historic telephone call ever made. I just can't tell you how proud we all are of what you... For every American, this has to be the proudest day of our lives. And for people all over the world, I am sure they too join with us in recognizing what an immense feat this is. Because of what you have done, the heavens have become a part of man's world.
So the astronauts haven't even made it back from the moon with the footage yet, but we already have a picture of Earth from the moon on the wall at the White House.
Now, I'm going to casually mention to you something that's very scary indeed, and tell you what the alien agenda is. And it's going to sound very familiar. The alien agenda is the complete takeover of this planet, the killing off of 5, 6 to 7/8 of the world's population by the year 2029. The U.S. military has known about this for 45 years. They've told no one. As far as I know, I'm the only person standing before a crowd talking about the alien agenda.
What the fuck?
I told y'all.
No fucking way. Ooh. Holy shit. They're coming for you, Tony.
I told y'all, motherfucker.
No, they're coming for me. What the fuck is that?
Explain that. That's somebody explain that shit.
Get the fuck. That is not Taylor Swift.
All that shit. And y'all said I was motherfucking crazy. Y'all said I was fucking crazy. Y'all said I was fucking crazy. That's what it is. Oh, my bad, my bad. But what is it?
Bro, what the fuck is that?
我拍电影，但是我给手机吃饭，我不可以用我的手机，我们拍的时候，所以我现在拍这个，因为他们给我老干妈，我不知道关于老干妈。
So now we're on to a completely different side of the news: violence, physical attacks.
I will put an axe into your face and I will nail your...
Not like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. That was...
It's a conspiracy theory. You're crazy. Shut up.
This is the kind of person that the media tried to paint Johnny Depp out to be. But clearly he's not. But this is the kind of person that deserves to be thrown in prison.
I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive.
Because you don't do shit like this. Do shit like what, Darth? I'm getting there. So this psychopath, this customer, a male, hi, probably in his 30s or 40s, I don't fucking know, lives in his mom's basement. He's at McDonald's. You shouldn't be at McDonald's to begin with, but that's you. That's your thing. That's a you problem. But this psychopath got into a verbal confrontation with the employee, the cashier, and then proceeded to grab her and attack her. And it's all on camera. The fact that no man stepped up and protected this person, like really stepped up. They kind of, but they should have fucking... You don't hit women. You just don't do that. There are, of course, exceptions to that rule.
And hopefully not just about me, but the entire trans community, because...
Which we're not going to delve into right now, but the rule of thumb is don't fucking lay hands on a woman. Unless she's going to kill you. Like, for real. Walk away. Walk the fuck away. It's not that serious. You're at McDonald's. I mean, how bad could your life be if you're eating McDonald's? It's got to be pretty good, right? I mean, that's the American dream. Well, I'll tell you why no one beat the shit out of this punk. Because they're all eating McDonald's. It's filled with those forever chemicals and microplastics and all that weird shit. You think McDonald's has enough animals to serve 8 billion people? That shit's not animal product. It's not even food. It's pure poison. Anyway, we're getting off track. Applejack, hit it.
Hey, stop! Get the police. Let her go. Get the police. Sir, stop.
Play with it. I'm on 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 it. I'm not going home. Stop. Stop. Excuse me, sir. I'm calling the police. I'm on it. Man, what else on it? No.
Fire right now.
No, you're gonna go to jail. You don't get your head right here.
I told you. I was just asking you a question. So, we got it.
And for our next video, for the next bong hit, so for the next insane viral video clip, there's going to be a severe content warning. And this is it right here. This is like, I gave it to you in the beginning of the video, but this is the part I was really referring to. This next clip is not for the faint of heart. Okay, I usually don't give trigger warnings, but when you see people die, I should probably warn you before that happens, because it's not a movie. This is real life. But in real life, when you fuck around, you find out. And these two gentlemen found out real fucking quick. This sporting goods store. So let's go ahead and watch this clip, and let's just see how the employees of this store react to them rushing in and firing their weapons at the employees. Let's see how firearms could actually save your life. Is that a thing? That's a real thing? Guns can save people? Well, they still kill someone, but they could save your life, right? Exactly. You could give them a leg shot. But if you really want to fuck up their day, give them a gut shot. Good old gut shot. That's a slow and painful death. Yeah. So anyways, if you're not trying to fuck up your day, don't watch this next part. It's only like 10 seconds long, but it's fatal. Applejack, hit that shit. Yeah, so the guy on the floor is dead. Yeah, he's a fucking goner. And the dude that ran out the door, well, he's in the hospital in critical condition, and God willing, he doesn't survive. He survives. I hope he doesn't survive. I was joking, but now I'm actually serious. No. If you're going to go in guns hot shooting somebody that doesn't deserve it, then yeah, you shouldn't exist. Your existence should be evaporated into pink mist. This video is an example of what they mean. This is what they're talking about when they say try that in a small town. This is it. This is what you get. This is what they're this is exactly what they mean. Fuck around. Find out. It's as easy as that. 2 + 2 is 4.
2 + 2 = 6. And let me tell you why it = 6. Because look at this.
Well, I don't know. Is it? Whatever. Math is racist. Our last act, we got, well... I'm talking about The View. Never heard of The View? Honestly, I don't know who watches The View, but there are people out there who watch it. They're definitely not the people that watch this show. But you got these fucking bitches on TV telling people illegal immigration is good. Open borders are good. But now, these bitches are saying, well, there's just too many in our city. It's just not healthy. They shouldn't be here. Get them the fuck out. Deport them. You know what I'm saying? Get these fucking peasants out of here. Get these dirty little spicks out of here. Get them back to Mexico now. I don't care if you have to throw them back over the border. I'm kidding. Shoot them all. But the point is, it's interesting, right? How someone's perspective or point of view or opinion on something can change about a specific problem once that problem reaches them. Then it's like, okay, well, illegal immigration is cool. Crime is good. We should legalize crime. That's reparations, baby. Go get that Gucci bag. But as soon as that crime reaches their neighborhood, it's... Well, then we're really seeing who they are. Then we see the real them. We don't see this virtue signaling politician. We see a...
Hey, stop!
That's just, you know, human nature, I guess.
But don't tell nobody about that.
But I think as conscious human beings, spiritual beings, we should be above that. These women, they spout these ridiculous opinions to their brainwashed audience. This echo chamber of just... It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Of course, Joy Behar says some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Like, ever. Like, she's up there. And just like Joy, she says something so fucking stupid. She finds a way to turn this illegal immigration story into a thing about climate change. She's got to insert the talking points.
But frankly, you know, I think we need to find, and we've dealt with this before. I lived in Miami. I was an immigrant in Miami in the 80s. You'll remember when we had the Mariel boat lift. Yes. 125,000 Cubans came in a matter of 6 months. It puts tremendous stress on a city, on a community, on the social services. They need to be resettled elsewhere.
They need to spread out. We're this massive country.
Well, and it's only going to get worse with global warming and climate change because people can't live in certain parts of this world.
It's only going to get worse with global warming and climate change because people can't live in certain parts of this world.
And then we got fucking Joe Biden talking about climate change being more of a frightening threat than nuclear holocaust. The President of the United States said that climate change, if the world raises another 1.5 degrees, well, that's going to be worse than the nuclear holocaust.
In addition to helping the environment overall, and the only existential threat humanity faces, even more frightening than a nuclear war, is global warming going above 1.5 degrees in the next 10 years. And we're in real trouble. There's no way back from that.
Because there's just no coming back from that. If the global temperature rises 1.5 degrees, we might as well blow ourselves up. This is insane. This is so stupid. This is just propaganda, New World Order agendas.
Mr. Ford, what advice would you give a young lady wanting to become President of the United States?
Well, I hope we do have a young lady at some point become President of the United States. I can tell you how I think it will happen, because it won't happen in the normal course of events. Either the Republican or Democrat political party will nominate a man for president and a woman for vice president. And the woman and man will win. So you'll end up with a president, a male, and a vice president, a female. And in that term of office of the president will die. And the woman will become president under the law or Constitution. And once that barrier is broken, from then on, men better be careful.
It's a wazzy, it's a woozy, it's a fairy dust. It doesn't exist. It's never landed. It is no matter. It's not on the elemental chart. It's not fucking real. Right? All right?
All of their evil New World Order plans are playing out exactly as they desired. Exactly as they planned them. You think everything is just chance. It's all part of the plan. Anyways, this has been so much fun. So much fun. So, can't wait to see you again later. But until then, don't forget to pull out. That's POO-L. And as always, make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit that bell. And if you want to support the content, you can do so. I'm not gonna, milk it this time, but I got a Patreon, Cash App, and a merch store.
Can you bless me with something?
Oh gosh.
Money-wise. Please.
Can you suck it?
What?
And yeah. No pressure. Just hit the like button. That's enough for me. Just smash like. That was cringe. Sorry. Would you please hit the like button, please? I'm desperate. That was even more cringe. Oh. Hi. My name's Darth, and I work really hard at this channel. Okay. I have no life because whenever I'm not working, I'm doing this, and I need money because I'm an e-begging, simpy cucky.
This is why you should never force anything. When we have situations in front of us that we're trying to make happen in the way that we want them to happen, sometimes we get into this sort of internal tension that feels like it's not happening fast enough for me, it's not happening in the way that I want it to happen, and so I need to find this kind of like forceful way. I need to push life into this box that I feel is the perfect fit for the outcome in which I'm trying to achieve. But what we aren't realizing when we do that is that life has something even better in store for us. Beyond anything we could have imagined, there is a divine energy that is directing, redirecting, and protecting us so that even without forcing, the ultimate sublime outcome will still happen for us as long as we're able to embody this sense of I can live in my natural way without forcing things to happen type of energy. So to do that, we have to accept first that
I have no life because whenever I'm not working, I'm doing this, and I need money because I'm a industry plant. That's right. I can't talk about it. I'm not allowed to talk about it. Let's just say someone is controlling me. But who? Jesus Christ, that's who. God controls me, no one else. You know what? Stay Darth.
What the hell are you talking about? Who are you talking to?
Through news, entertainment, and advertising, we can program a variety of emotions and responses into the collective unconscious.
Program a variety of emotions and responses into the collective unconscious.
Into the collective unconscious.
Into the collective unconscious.
Absolutely right there. And so just Darth, if you're still listening there, your sense of editing and your timing is impeccable, dude. Very much big kudos. I got some friends that also live in Los Angeles that are editors, you know, stuff like that. So I've been around the kind of world, and I've seen some stuff that, you know, good and bad, and I'm telling you, it's off the chart excellent, dude.
Put some bins all on your head like Jason Terry. Richard Millie, cause a Lambo. Known to keep the better bitches on commando. For real. She said, well, you rich. Bitch, I graduated, call me Big Fish. I got Lori Hurry on my wish list. That's the only thing I want for Christmas. I been had my way out here, yeah, no, that's facts. You ain't living that shit you said, yeah, we know that's cat. You ain't got the ass in when you see me, know I'm straight. DTOVO, we back again, we going back.
Just a little 10-piece for it, just to blow it in the mall. Doesn't mean that we involved. I just put a Richard on the card. I ain't going playing ball, but I show you how the gotta do it. If you really wanna fall, take a fall and you're back against the wall. And a bunch of niggas need you to go away.
I smoke like pretty much every day.
Sure.
Barely even affects me at this point.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, me either, probably. Come to think of it.
Don't do this yourself.
Excuse me? You freak out every time you smoke weed. That's a good thing, man. That's a great thing. I wish I didn't love this shit so much. Oh. You're about to find out just how wrong you are, because weed barely affects me. Even at all.
2 hours later.
So, what do you want to talk about? So I can talk about whatever. Anything. I'm feeling the weed. It's good.
Why don't you finish that story you were telling earlier? Correct.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to. What's happening?
Things are gonna get a little, let's say, dangerous.
And that ain't no killing, get body bags and the tote bags. Yeah. Saddles and hounds and we go through your town and we reload it. Good, yes. Out of rolling on the 9-6, probably gonna put the thing, show me where I'm slack.
Sometimes I think you really just might be the devil.
Yeah.
Dirty all black G 2018 with the clean rod numbers on deck. With the bad boys, Billy with the big box, shush where the numbers on stack. You can give it up, you don't got a bit of luck left. Nah, not even an itty bit of fresh.
You really are a nut job.
See you around, Red.
Everybody that hated, Michael and Tammy, we made it. Every day you we painted. My cadence is heinous, you keep trying to play us and you gon' be famous. And just like the top of my set, if I drop them, just hitting a button and you gon' be burning. And that's from the back of a lack where I'm smoking the same.
No killing.
There's no minimum. Running to a couple shit annual. Every minute I'm in and running the clinic. Wow. Living like a fine young cannibal. Finish in the cynics and minute the kid get it. It's a hot block, the pocket chop chop. Watch box behind you pop off. Hot rock shooters knock your
Not bad. Get all sweet on me now, Frank.
I don't really trust you, and this kind of feels like a bullshit thing, so go fuck yourself.